Rain tapped softly on the old school windows that morning, the kind of sound that made the world feel heavier, quieter, lonelier. Inside Ridgewood High, hallways buzzed with laughter, sneakers squeaked against polished floors, and gossip floated like smoke. Everyone seemed to have a place, a pack, a purpose, except for her. Lena Hart, the quiet girl who walked with her head down and her earphones in, trying to disappear between lockers and shadows. She was 16, small-framed, pale-skinned, with hazel eyes that never seemed to meet anyone else's. Her hair, long brown and usually tied in a loose ponytail, fell across her face like a curtain. To most, she was invisible. But to a few, she was a target. Every school had its predators, and Ridgewood's apex trio were Maya, Brooke, and Amber. The kind of girls who smiled like angels in front of teachers and hissed like snakes behind lockers. Their parents donated to the school. Their followers flooded social media. They ran cheer practice lunch tables and hallways like royalty. And nothing entertained them more than tormenting someone who couldn't, or wouldn't, fight back. That morning, Lena was balancing her books, walking toward her first period math class. She didn't speak, didn't glance up, just moved quietly past the buzzing crowds. But Maya, leaning against a locker with her arms crossed and eyes gleaming, had other plans. "Hey, mouse girl," she called loud enough for heads to turn. "Forgot to crawl today." A few chuckles rippled. Lena froze, her heart-hammering eyes fixed on the floor. She wanted to walk away, pretend she hadn't heard. But Brooke snatched one of Lena's books as she passed and flipped it open. "Oh, she's got doodles. Probably drawing her imaginary friends," Brooke mocked. Amber leaned over her shoulder. "Or maybe she's sketching the janitor she's in love with." Lena's face flushed pink. She reached out, gently whispering, "Please, give it back." Maya tilted her head, smiling cruelly. "Say it louder, mouse. We can't hear squeaks." "I said give it back," Lena said, a bit firmer now. But her voice trembled. Brooke smirked. "Oh, she's angry." Then, before anyone could react, she dropped the book to the floor and crushed it beneath her heel. The hall erupted in laughter. Lena just stood there, eyes glistening, shoulders stiff. She picked up her ruined sketchbook quietly, brushed off the dirt, and walked away. That should have been the end. But bullies never stop it enough. Later that week, the girls spotted her again, alone, walking down the back stairwell near the gym. No cameras there, no teachers, just echoing steps and cold walls. Maya looked at Brooke and Amber, smirking. "Let's see if the little mouse can fly." Lena heard them before she saw them. That cruel laughter, the kind that stuck to your bones. She tightened her grip on her bag and kept walking faster. "Hey," Maya's voice snapped. "Ignoring us now? You think you're better than us, huh?" Lena stopped, slowly turned. "No," she said softly. "I just don't want trouble." Amber snorted. "Too late." Maya shoved her shoulder. "Say that again." Lena took a shaky breath. "Please, I just want to go." Brooke leaned in close, whispering, "You'll go down." And before Lena could react, a hard shove. Her books flew. Her scream echoed. Time slowed. She felt air rush past her face. Gravity yank her body forward, stairs smashing against her back, her head bouncing off cold metal rails. Pain exploded everywhere. When she finally hit the bottom, she lay there dazed, bleeding from her elbow, vision blurry. The girls at the top gasped, not in guilt but fear of being caught. "Oh my God, she actually fell," Brooke whispered. "Let's get out of here." They ran, their laughter fading down the hall. Lena's ears rang, her body trembled. For a long time, she didn't move. A teacher found her minutes later, panicked, called the nurse, the principal, and her guardian. The story went around fast. Lena slipped. That's what the bullies told everyone. "She's clumsy, it's her fault." At home, Lena sat on her bed silent, her arm in a sling, her notebook shredded. She could still hear Maya's laugh echoing in her head. Her aunt, a gentle woman who raised her after her parents passed, tried to comfort her. "Sweetheart, don't let them win. You're strong inside." "I know it." Lena didn't answer. But that night, she opened an old wooden box beneath her bed. Inside were faded martial arts belts, a photo of her father smiling in a black gi, and a medal from a tournament long ago. She traced the edge of that medal with her finger. Her father's voice echoed in memory, "Strength isn't loud, Lena. It's what you hold back until you can't anymore." And she hadn't trained since he died. But something in her broke that night, something that refused to stay silent any longer. The next day she returned to school, bruised but walking tall. Her eyes no longer hid behind hair. The halls buzzed again, whispers trailing her like shadows. Maya and her friends spotted her at lunch and snickered. "Well, if it isn't Humpty Dumpty," Maya said. "Heard you fell for us." Lena looked up this time. Her gaze was cold, steady. "You should be careful," she said quietly. "Stairs can be dangerous." Maya frowned, confused. "What did you just say?" Lena stood, pushed in her chair, and walked away. But that looked sharp, fearless, stuck in their heads. Over the next few days, something about her changed. She moved differently, spoke differently, her silence heavier than ever. One afternoon after class, when Maya cornered her again near the same stairwell, Lena didn't flinch. Brooke sneered. "You still didn't learn your lesson?" "Ha!" Lena turned her head slightly calm. "Actually," she said, "I did." And for the first time, the bullies saw something in her eyes that made them pause, something lethal. She didn't fight them yet. Not that day. She just walked away. But her steps were steady, almost deliberate. Like someone waiting, someone planning. Because the quiet girl they'd shoved down the stairs wasn't coming back the same. The one who rose was someone else entirely. Someone who'd been taught discipline, balance, and precision by a man who once said, "Never hit first, but never fall twice." That night, Lena went to the old community dojo. The sign was faded, the mats cracked. But her father's friend, Mr. Tanaka, still taught there. When she walked in, his eyes widened. "Lena, it's been years." She bowed. "I want to train again." He studied her for a moment, then nodded slowly. "You remember the rule?" She nodded. "Only when necessary. Then show me what you remember." Hours passed. Sweat poured. Muscles screamed. But she didn't stop. Every strike, every kick, every breath carried memory of her father's lessons, of the pain, of the stares, of the laughter. By the time she bowed again, her knuckles were raw, her mind calm, her fear gone. Mr. Tanaka watched quietly. "You've grown," he said. "But what are you training for?" Lena looked down. "Not revenge," she whispered. "Balance." But deep down, she knew what she was preparing for. The next week, rumors spread. Someone had caught Maya pushing another freshman near the lockers on video. Teachers were suspicious now. Pressure built, and Maya, furious, blamed Lena. "You think you can mess with me?" she snarled in the hallway. Lena looked her dead in the eye. "You already did." That afternoon, everything came to a head. The bullies followed her again, same stairwell, same cold echoing space. "You've been acting tough lately," Maya hissed. "You think we're scared of you." Lena dropped her bag slowly. "No," she said. "But you should be." Maya lunged first, shoving her hard, but this time Lena didn't fall. She pivoted, grabbed Maya's wrist, twisted and snapped it sideways with controlled precision. Maya screamed, collapsing. Brooke rushed forward, swinging wildly, but Lena sidestepped and kicked low, her heel crashing into Brooke's ankle with a crunch. She hit the floor crying. Amber froze, trembling, backing away. Lena stared at them coldly. "You wanted a show," she said softly. "Here it is." Amber bolted. Maya sobbed on the ground, clutching her wrist. Lena knelt beside her, calm voice steady. "Next time you push someone down the stairs, remember how it feels when the ground pushes back." Then she stood, picked up her bag, and walked away, silent again. By the time teachers arrived, the story was everywhere. The quiet girl had fought back, but no one could prove who started it. Some said she snapped. Others said she saved herself. Lena didn't care. She sat alone later that evening on the school steps, watching the sunset. Her heart felt lighter. Not proud, not guilty, just at peace. Because for the first time, she hadn't fallen.